Hey guys, it's Brittany. I'm here on vacation in Arizona. Kids and dad are down at the pool and I'm gonna go join them in a few minutes, but I'm just kind of busting at the seams from Plexus's big reveal today, which was a reformulated Slim, which is a product I have loved for a year and think that it does such amazing things. They've kept all of the great benefits of that and they've added some gut health benefits, which has kind of become a little bit of a passion of mine over the last year, is educating myself on gut health because I had gut problems for years. And the Plexus Triplex, so the Slim plus our two existing gut health products, BioCleanse and ProBio5, have had such a huge impact on my health and my quality of life that I have loved learning about why that is. And I've learned so much about it. And then when they introduced the new stuff today, I was so pumped about it because it felt like it added that last missing piece of the gut health puzzle that I wasn't getting from my Plexus supplements, even though they had done so many awesome things for me. So a little bit of a science lesson coming from an accountant by trade. I'm not a health scientist, so if I get anything a little bit wrong in this, feel free to gently and kindly correct me in the comments below. But basically what we have when we talk about gut health, which is just this fascinating, mind-blowing area of health research, cutting-edge stuff, and new stuff coming out all the time. So if you don't know a lot about it, I encourage you to read, and I have some fantastic books and scientific articles and other things like that that I'd be happy to share with you if it's something that you want to educate yourself more on. But essentially, we've got all this gut bacteria. I feel like a lot of people know that at this point, that there's good bacteria, there's bad bacteria. We want more good bacteria than bad bacteria. But what a lot of people don't know is that there's different kinds, there's basically different classes of bacteria in our systems. And we've got certain kinds of bacteria that are easy to supplement with. So we've got the Lactobacillus family of bacteria, which a lot of people are familiar with. It's in yogurt and a lot of other fermented foods. Anytime you look at a probiotic supplement, it says L dot whatever, that's a Lactobacillus family bacteria strain. Similarly, bifidobacterium, I probably butchered that. Also a very common bacteria to supplement with. So B dot any other, Latin strain of words, Greek, whatever it is, that's in the Bifidobacterium family. And so we supplement with those a lot. We have them in our ProBio5. They are great for supporting gut health, but they actually make up a fairly small percentage of our total microbiome. There are much larger families of bacteria living in our systems that we do not currently have the capability to supplement with, and that is because they can't live exposed to oxygen. They're called anaerobes, and the biggest families of bacteria that do drive a lot of the functions of our gut cannot currently be supplemented in pill form. The only way they know how to supplement with them is basically with poop transplants, which for obvious reasons are not super popular. They do them in really extreme cases when people have a really significant problem with their microbiome, like after a round of antibiotics or something like that, but they're not something that people are just walking off the street to get at this point, and hopefully it will not come to that. But so with those kind of bacteria, the only way to increase them is through supporting healthy gut practices, and that's through diet, and it's also through supplementation with prebiotics, which is something people are much less familiar with than probiotics. And prebiotics are basically fiber. So when you hear you need to eat a high fiber diet to be regular, the reason that is because our stomach doesn't digest fiber. It passes through to our gut, and it's basically fertilizer for good bacteria. So it basically lays the foundation to allow good bacteria to flourish in our gut. So people, and most Americans, don't eat enough fiber, and that's why we get overrun with bad bacteria, is that we don't have enough fiber in our diet, and it's not creating an environment in which our good bacteria can flourish. So there's two big families of bacteria that you often hear talked about. There's one called, I'm gonna butcher these again, so just bear with me. There's the Firmicutes family of bacteria, and then there's also the Bacteroidetes family of bacteria. And they think that these two families of bacteria have almost everything to do with whether you are fat or skinny is the ratio of Firmicutes to Bacteroidetes bacteria. And again, you'd think, okay, so Firmicutes, if you have more of those, they absorb more fat and cause your body to absorb more fat. And so if you have more of those, you're X many times more likely to be overweight than if you have a higher ratio of Bacteroidetes bacteria in your system. And so you think, okay, well, wouldn't it be great if they could just give us a pill where we have more Bacteroidetes bacteria overnight? Well, because it's an anaerobe and it can't survive in oxygen, they cannot currently put that in pill form. So they recommend prebiotic supplementation to improve or lower your ratio of Firmicutes to Bacteroidetes. And so all that to say, if you're not doing that, you can be adding a lot of great lactobacillus. You can be adding a lot of good bifidobacterium, helps with digestive health, helps you digest food, stops IBS type stuff, diarrhea, all those kind of things. And if your Firmicutes to Bacteroidetes ratio is still very high, you may still be unable to lose weight even with all your other efforts. So what I'm so excited about is in this new Slim, they have added a outstanding prebiotic fiber to the existing Slim formula. It's called XOS. Look it up. It was new to me today, but I knew all this about prebiotics before, but this XOS is new information to me. And it's really outstanding because it takes a fairly low dosage of it to get the benefits that a lot of other prebiotic fibers you have to have 10 times as much of. So XOS is awesome because it has been clinically shown to lower your Firmicutes to Bacteroidetes ratio. So that's great news if you're trying to lose weight. It's also great news if you're not trying to lose weight, because these are the bacteria that allow our body to use fuel efficiently, to turn fuel into energy as opposed to fat, so that you feel more energetic. And as you grow older, it has also been clinically demonstrated that your ratios are going to go up and the diversity overall of your microbiome is going to go down. So as we all get older and we hear, well, you're just going to gain weight in your 50s or your 60s and it's inevitable, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just that the diversity of our microbiome goes down, our Firmicutes to Bacteroidetes goes up, and it makes it harder for us to maintain healthy weight. So even if it's not a concern for you right now, having a healthy microbiome as you age should be. So I think that's so exciting that this XOS clinically proven to reduce your Firmicutes to Bacteroidetes ratios. It's also been clinically proven to increase lactobacillus and bifidobacterium. So those are the ones we supplement with. That's what I'm taking in my ProBio 5 every single night. So because it's like fertilizer, it allows those bacteria to flourish all the more, and I'm going to get more out of those probiotic pills that I'm taking. So it's super exciting because it's only going to make my other products more effective. So anyways, I'm super jazzed about that. The other one that I just learned about today, another strain of bacteria, is called Akkermansia, which I was not familiar with before. But it's another strain of bacteria, another anaerobe, so they can't put it in a pill yet. But it's been showed that people who have higher levels of Akkermansia are thinner than people who have lower levels of Akkermansia. So it has been demonstrated to be very important for weight management, for weight loss. And they don't know exactly why. Some people have way more of it than others. But they've definitely seen a link between that and obesity and obesity-related diseases. So Akkermansia, again, XOS, has been shown clinically to increase levels of Akkermansia. And what I love, and that what Plexus told us today, is that they have been involved in some clinical testing in Europe in the most advanced, well-renowned lab for doing microbiome testing. And basically it showed, I'm not even looking at the slide right now, it showed that Plexus Slim over time increased Akkermansia by over 250 times. They said even the researchers were surprised by that. So that's amazing. So we're talking about lowering your Firmicutes to Bacteroidetes ratio, important for weight management, way increasing your Akkermansia levels, okay, super important as well as fostering an environment where that lactobacillus and bifidobacterium digestive aid that you're taking in probiotic pills can actually stick around and do an even better job than it's already doing. So that's why all these Plexus people are so excited about this. And it's such great news for everyone who is already using Plexus, or who's maybe been on the fence about it, or maybe tried it and didn't see the results in terms of weight loss. I feel like, you know, I love Plexus so much that I feel like whether you lose weight or don't lose weight, it's worth it, because, you know, there's so many benefits that go beyond weight loss that Plexus offers us. But I know that's been a frustration for some people, that they don't lose weight as fast as they want, or as much as they want. And this might be that missing piece. And again, as I've learned more and more about gut health over the last year, I've thought, man, we're getting all of these awesome things with the products that we're taking. The only thing we're not getting a great dosage of is prebiotic fiber. And we just have to get that in our diet. But who can be perfect with that? I mean, you know, I try to eat fiber-rich foods, but I'm not perfect all the time. So I'm so excited to have something that's going to consistently get this into my routine every single day. And the other bonuses, they reformulated the taste. A lot of people did love the taste of Slim, but some people didn't. Some people tell me it's a little too sweet. I give them a few tricks for mixing that up. But across the board, everyone who's tried this so far, and mine's coming in the mail in the next few days, has just said that it's so refreshing. It's very mild, but still very pleasant tasting. So I'm really excited to try that. If you have tried Slim before and didn't love the taste, you owe yourself to give this one a try. 60-day money back guarantee, so no downside to that. Just give it another try. And I'll be sending out some samples in the next week once I get mine as well. So super excited. I hope this wasn't over the top sciencey to the point that you couldn't follow it. But I've just been kind of, I'm here on vacation. I've been like thinking about it all day as I've been down at the pool with my kids. So anyways, if you have any questions about this, please feel free to message me. As you can tell, I get really excited about sharing. So you kind of have to tell me when you want me to stop. But I'm happy to answer any questions you have.